संदेश, थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग मी. मैंने आपका सोशल मीडिया पोस्ट पढ़ा. In fact, I have done a very similar show today, saying that while none of us grudge Messi getting money or making money or we spending money, that is not even the point. The point is we still don't have clarity on the ISL or the I League. So while we spend money and celebrate global stars and all that is totally okay, what about our football? मुझे ये बहुत क्या क्या कहूँ, मुझे ये बहुत पेन कर रहा है. It's becoming a grim reality and a very dark reality. What would you have to say to that?
I think I would share the same thoughts as you have regarding. I have personally no grudge against this tour, and I made it very clear in the post I made. And that was something, if I give you a background to it, day before yesterday in the night, I just had a thought, and I just got to know that Messi is leaving and all that. And I was like, no, I'm decent enough. But then just triggered me, and I just started to think about it. And then the next morning, I kind of was compelled to speak on it because it triggered me so much. And I don't have any issue with Messi coming. He's like, one of the greatest players to ever play this sport. And if he's coming to your country, and if you get a chance to meet him, it's once in a lifetime experience, and I have, more power to it.
Yeah, exactly. But
it just made me feel that, okay, it's a great situation, it's a great experience. Of course, this tour was planned, I don't know how many months ago. Of course, money is involved for all the parties, and I understand how the business works in football, and I have nothing against it. And everyone should make money, everyone should, have their once in a lifetime experience. All good, more power to you all. But then it just made me feel, because I was watching videos and I was like, wow. Honestly, initially it made me feel happy, like, this is good, Sorry, I'm on top of my health. But it made me feel happy that, the grounds were filled, many known faces were, coming there to celebrate it. It just made me feel, yes, my country does love football. We are just not one country who is only focused in one sport. We are a country who loves football, embraces other sports as well. It just showed it there. But what left me speechless after this thought I had was, okay, but I don't know after, because we play a game on the 24th. After that, do we have a league or no? I have no idea. Again, we're going on a break. And literally, at least in my club, we don't know if we're going to see each other again or not, wearing the same jerseys. And we had this thought every now and then when we play the AFC. We play one game and then we don't know what's going to happen next, because the games would be 2-3 weeks away. So it's just that constant, and it just honestly makes me question many things.
That is exactly what my point is, that I don't know whether, at least you are playing the AFC, not everybody is. I mean, some clubs might shut shop, some clubs might not give salaries, the coaches might not get, the players might not get. I've seen Amay Ranawade, for example, he's making reels, which is fine. I mean, anyone can make social media content, but he cannot be compelled to do that. He's a footballer at the end of the day. No one is even getting to play on the pitch. Today also in the meeting, from what I've heard, there is no clarity yet. No clarity whatsoever. No clarity on ISL. No clarity on I-League. So when I contrast this, again I'm saying this, I've got no problems with anyone making any amount of money, but at least Indian football should happen. And now when I compare and contrast Messi with Indian football, as a fan, as an analyst, as a supporter of the sport, I feel very let down. And as a footballer, do you think, and you are one of the better ones, I mean, you're one of the top people. So in your case, at least you have done enough to be where you are. But what about youngsters? What will they feel? What about their mental health, Sandesh Jhingan?
Of course, the players are going through a tough time. Like, let me put it in more simpler context for you to all understand. You're a journalist, okay? If tomorrow I say, for example, if your platforms are YouTube, if your platform is a news channel, if your platform is a newspaper or your blog or whatever, tomorrow I say, that's it. Shut your shops. That's it, done. You can't do it anymore. How are you going to feel? If you cannot do your journalism, you cannot write things, you cannot speak about things, there's no platform for it. All these years of you putting the work, suddenly it's been told to you, and let me put more context to it. You still have a long runway. You can still be a journalist till 70, 80.
Correct.
Footballers don't have a long runway. Each year for us is equivalent to 3 to 5 years of our life. One season, I mean. So if you take this 1 season or 2 season away just like this, it's kind of makes you question many things. And then, even then, the more sad part, just to clear it, yes, we feel in that sense because we have a short career. But also, you need to understand about the ecosystem. Everyone is celebrating a Bryson right now. He came through and through FC Goa's footballing schools. That boy joined us when he was 7 or 8. Now he's representing the country. He won Emerging Player of the Year. That's the beauty of an ecosystem around football. What motivation a parent would have sending their kid to a school, footballing school, or for example, I say FC Goa, they'll be like, yeah, let's put them there, but what if this league gets shut in the next 6-7 years, or the club gets shut in the next 6-7 years? What's the point of putting the kid there? Let's put him in some other sport.
Correct.
Now, that's criminal, in my opinion. That breaks my heart. More than that, when I talk about the ecosystem, I will survive for the next few months. Most of the footballers will survive, and we'll find some other way or here and there. Find some league or things will go on. I'm not saying that I'm gonna go and just cry about all my life. That's how life of a man is, and for the ladies as well, we'll find some other jobs and we'll do something. Find other clubs or something will happen. But imagine in my club, if I will talk about, I have a grandson whose kid goes to the school because he gets a salary for the past 7-8 years from FC Goa. There are people in our offices who have EMIs, who have rents, who are hand to mouth, and they are being paid by FC Goa. There are people who serve them people, even tea, coffee, those things. Their businesses run on that. That's what an ecosystem is. So when something as big and thousands of people are involved in FC Goa and the club gets shut for whatever reason, it affects a lot of lives. That's what people, it's not about when we make a noise. When I was making all this thing, it's not for me. It's because I'm so involved in my club, not just in FC Goa, even in Kerala Blasters when I was, even in BFC, even in Mohun Bagan when I was. When I was in people, I'm always involved, want to know everyone who works in the club. And I know how much, and I know the value of every single rupee. I know how much it means for every family.
So when you see that, and on then the other side you see 100 crores spent, which is 2 years of ISL.
Yeah,
I don't mind that, but at least our football should happen. That's where it pains me that while we do Messi, that's totally fine. But let's do our football as well. If that doesn't happen and only Messi happens, that we only consume spectacles, then it's a problem. Then we have a problem with our society.
That's what I wanted to convey through the post which I made. And I honestly had no plan to make it. I was like, let it be, just because I'm recovering from an injury. I was like, let me focus on the game. I'm close to full recovery. But then it just triggered me and actually put me into a thought where I said in that post that I started to question many things now. And I really want everyone who at least thinks of football or loves football in one way or the other, if you love it by loving Barcelona, or if you love it by loving FC Go, or if you love it for Messi, whatever reason, and if you're an Indian, whatever just happened in the past 1.5 years, just reflect back on it with a calm mind, and then you question many things yourself.
I'll let you go. I know it's been a tough period. I know it's been a painful period. I know this conversation has been uncomfortable between two friends. And all I will say is, Sandesh, we are all with you. Not with you, but every footballer, every person in the ecosystem.
I hope it works out now.
Yeah, I also hope it works out. We will do whatever we need to from the journalistic fraternity. You do whatever it takes from the footballing fraternity, as in from the player standpoint. Let's all pull in and try and see what we can do, because this is the time to not give up. We have to have hope, and there has to be a light at the end of the tunnel. Sandesh Jhingan, thank you very much for joining me. I know it's a very, very awkward, uncomfortable time going into the festive season, but it can't get worse. It has to get better.
All for the best. God bless.
Thank you very much.